Hello and welcome to our next video. In this lesson, we're going to take a look at building fluid rows so that our pages will have a more fluid layout. So essentially we're going to take the nested rows, copy that, and we'll change that to fluid rows and columns. And I've left the old nested rows and columns page up so that we can see it. And let's go ahead and edit this in our expression web. So to make our rows fluid, what we're going to do is we're actually going to just change the classes from row to row fluid. Now since all of our columns already total 12, we shouldn't have a problem. Sometimes when you change your row to fluid, it will reset. So if you've been planning on using partial percentages along the way and you now reset to this, you'll need to make sure that you want to have your column totals up to 12 again inside of your rows. Now everything we were doing already had that, so we don't have to worry about that. But that maybe is something you run into when you start building more advanced pages, so I just want to mention it. So basically we could do an easy search and look for all the rows so that we don't miss any. And we're just changing the class from row to row fluid, and again keeping all of our details in line with 12 column width, and that should set up our page. I think I've gotten them all. So let's go ahead and look at our new page and see if that looks any different than our nested. So there's our fluid row, there's our nested rows. So you can see that when we have the fluid layout, or this is the regular layout without the fluidity, essentially the nested rows are spanning the entire column, spanning the entire row they're in. So this row 3, column 1, doesn't show that brownish color or that tannish color underneath here. But if we look at the fluid, what you can see is that actually gives us a little bit of an offset. So now our fluid rows are inside of there. Again, over here as well, you can see that our page actually wraps. So it just has a little bit nicer look if you wanted to have some nested look inside of the other page. But you can see that there is a drop here that's missed on our smallest page because of the way that the fluidity is working. So we may need to do a clear fix on that. We'll learn about that in a little bit. But essentially,